Age, pick up the pace, everyone find no age. Indeed, I am bleeding my effort in vain. The needle my veins, I'm falling asleep. King of the dead, I sever your head. When shit touch the river, my ring will be fed. I touch the sky, no light to the day. I watch my demons because of the sand. Oh, I'm not an orphan. Death feeds my importance. Rest.
There is a male loneliness epidemic. If you don't believe me, look at all these guys that are paying for OnlyFans sites. Look at all these AI apps where it has AI robots sexting the guys and shit. Most guys are not getting dates nowadays, and it's because women have a lot more higher standards due to social media, dating apps, and other influences. Average men are being looked down upon, whether because they're short or because they don't have enough money or because of whatever superficial reasons. It's not until we get into our 30s where this thing starts changing and then women get baby rabies and they're more interested in us. But let's talk about the loneliness of men. You see, nowadays, a lot of guys are paying for OnlyFans because they're looking for sex. The whole reason that they're paying for these OnlyFans sites and AI bots and other websites where they have to subscribe to women is because they're looking for sex and they're not able to get sex. Feminism has made it so that women can work and they don't have to settle for average men because they already have more options than most guys. Women are hypergamous, and because they're hypergamous, they're looking for the better deal, just like anybody else in the world. We're all looking for the better deal, but women value different things than guys. Guys mainly value looks, youth, attractiveness, and friendliness, while women value other things, such as looks, finances, their status, and what they're doing with their life. Because of this, a lot of guys aren't meeting the criteria that women are looking for to go on dates, and they're targeting the 10%, the top 10% of guys nowadays. The issue with that is that a lot of these guys are being showered with the abundance of women, that they won't stay loyal, that they'll cheat on the girl, or they won't commit to the woman. So it becomes like a paradox to where like the guys can't get girls because they don't meet their criterias, and then the girls can't get the guy that they want because that guy is already being showered with an abundance of girls. It sucks from both ends. Most guys nowadays will ask a girl out and then she'll give him her number, and then when he comes around to texting her or asking her out for a date, she would either flake on him or she would show up on the first date but not text him after the second date. This has happened to me many times, and it has happened to many of my friends that I've seen. And like a lot of these girls, they will flake out on dates because they have superficial reasons. Like maybe you don't meet their criterias, or maybe it's something that's like you're not tall enough or anything like that. Because like why wouldn't they be able to tell you no, or they're not interested in you, unless it were some superficial reason that they're not interested in you. A lot of men are encouraging this bad behavior because they're simping. They don't know their own value, so that they would either throw money at the woman or like they would just like boost her ego by telling them how pretty she is, and she hears that like 1,000 times. So it's getting out of hand with how these guys are acting because we already have social media where women get comments on their picture all the time. They can just post a sexy picture of them and then they can get like 1,000 fucking comments or 1,000 fucking likes just in like 10 seconds of posting that photo. While men, we have to, like, if we were to post something of ourselves, we'd either have to be really attractive or we have to be something that we've made that shows our value. Like, we can't post just a sexy picture of us and expect to get that many likes. We're like apples and oranges. We have like different standards and like different things that we do. And because we do different things and we're not the same, we go about dating differently. Most men will settle for an average looking girl so long as she has a nice personality, while most women they wouldn't settle for an average looking guy so long as they have other guys that are hitting them up that are better in their mind or that are more high value within your mind. So a lot of these guys are like lonely and like looking for these apps that can like cure their loneliness. Well, I'm gonna tell you that OnlyFans is not gonna cure your loneliness. You're just gonna waste your money and like waste your opportunity of becoming a high value man and saving that money and like using it for investments and things that can really help you out. You need to work on your goals. Like you need to spend your money on something that's worthwhile and not like these internet girls that are just showing off their tits and ass like on the internet for you and like you're just paying for that. I mean, porn is free. Like you can just go online and like look up like whatever you want to look up. There's like thousands, millions of different girls online that you can look up, but like, yes, guys still want to pay for it just because the girl will talk to them. Well, nothing's going to change unless you go up and like talk to the girl yourself. This video is mainly targeted towards like the average guys because like I'd say I'm about average or maybe even above average in terms of look and like what I do throughout my life and how I move. But there's a lot of average guys that get turned down. And like for you other guys out there that like get turned down and like they're out of shape, that are lazy, that don't have a job, that don't have anything going for them, this video isn't necessarily targeted towards you, but like you need to understand that if you're not doing anything productive with your life, then you're getting rejected, then you need to look within yourself and like understand that nothing's going to change unless you change first. Like you need to work on your goals and when you reach 30, things will start to change for you because you'll be more stable. More women will look at you and say, hey, this guy's attractive. And like more things will be different because you're a lot more mature. So, my advice for you guys that are incels and that like can't get a date or that have trouble with women is to not take your anger out on women. Women are not responsible for your lust. That's one thing that I tell myself, like, whenever I'm horny and then I get rejected by a girl. She's not responsible for my lust. It is my ability, it is my responsibility to control my lust and do whatever I need to do in order to get myself off. Like, going by that principle, it's allowed me to quit watching porn and it's allowed me to not blame women or be so mad at women for like their high standards or like me not meeting their criteria as being good enough for dating, and like it's just relieved me of that burden of just always being horny and just like looking for a girl just so I can get sex from them. Like being in control of my own lust has helped me a lot, and I recommend you guys do it as well. Like I can make another video about this, like how to quit watching porn or how to quit masturbating and stuff like that. But the best thing you can do for yourself is to like go like however many days you think you can go without jacking off, and then like start extending the days that you go without watching porn or jacking off at as well, and it will change your perspective of women. You wouldn't see them as like sex objects all the time if you learn how to control your lust. And like I want to talk about like sex robots and stuff like that because I feel like we're going to head to a future where there's going to be guys that are using sex robots to get off, and they're going to start replacing women. And I don't think this is a good possible future because you're these guys are going to be so lonely that they're spending it on robots instead of like a actual human connection. Like I know it's hard to get a date, and I know it's hard to find a girl like that will appreciate you and see you for who you truly are. But you guys just have to be strong and like learn how to control your lust and like not give in to like the temptations to where you're paying money online for women that you can see nude for free online. I'm just saying we don't want this future where like guys are paying for sex robots and guys just are so lonely that they have to buy these things. It's not a good future. It's not a good look. Like, you just need to keep on working on yourself and becoming a better high value man. And like one day the girl will come. Unless you went like full MGTOW, like the girl will come for you and she will be there for you ready. But that's all I have for the video. That's all I can think of for this topic. If you liked the video, comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts and opinions are. Let me know what your experience has been with dating. Are you an incel? Are you having trouble with women? Are you having trouble getting dates at all? Even if you're a woman, are you having trouble with men? Or like having trouble finding like the right guy for yourself? Let me know down below and don't hesitate to comment. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe because that really helps me out. I want this video to be shared for like all the guys that are like struggling and that are like going through the same thing. Like, we're all in this together, bros. Like, we just have to stay tough and like get through this together. But yeah, that's all I have for this video, so enjoy the rest of it, and I'll see you next time.